Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on in Western Skyrim. I'm back in Blackreach, and I'm at the Lightless Hollow, and there is a quest here that I want to do, so we'll do it now.
I did what she hired me to do. No sense in feeling guilty for not doing more. If you're headed up that way, watch out for the crazy high elf lady. She's shrill enough to make even the nastiest critters down here tuck tail and run.
What's the problem?
Her name's Telline. She hired me to find her husband, so I did. Now the old horker's going on about having one last adventure. He wants to go after some creatures in the mine. Telline asked me to join him, but I'm not trying to die down here.
What creatures?
Don't know. Go find him if you're so curious. His name is Vigol. Says they used to call him the hero of the Hafingar back in his glory days. Got to admire his spirit, but you ask me, I think it's time for him to find a new line of work.
I'll find Vigol. Okay, so some old high elf that wants one last adventure. Nothing wrong with that. May as well go out swinging.
Go on, get yourself killed, you old fool. See if I care.
So, pickled treats. You think after all these years he'd have his recipe memorized? My fool husband can go on daring adventures and perform heroic deeds, but apparently remembering a few ingredients poses too much of a problem for him. He's lucky I love him. This is for you, Vigol. If you're reading this, consider me impressed. Here are the ingredients and instructions needed to make pickled treats if and when he runs out. You'll know if you get it wrong too. So make sure you follow the recipe exactly. Don't just throw everything into a pot and call it done. That dog puts up with a lot from you. The least you can do is make sure he gets his favourite treat, right? 2 helping handfuls of mashed pumpkin, 3 chicken eggs, half a sack of flour, seasoned with cinnamon mix. Does that mean I'm gonna have to make that? To get him to come back?
That man infuriates me so much I could incinerate him with a fire summoning, then dump his ashes into a resurrection pot just so I could do it again. I married the damn fool, so I suppose I have no one to blame but myself.
Yeah, love's weird that way. I hear your husband is tracking creatures in the mine.
You heard right. Vigol reached 73 years old last month, but still thinks he can adventure like he's 20. He heard rumors about strange beasts picking off miners down here, so he and Pickle set out to kill a few for old time's sake.
Pickle?
Vigol's dog and favorite adventuring companion. I trust him to keep Vigol safe most days, but he's getting up in age too. Pah, I should have never married a Nord. Always with the heroics. Would you help him? I'll pay you what I can.
I was gonna say. I thought her husband was I thought Vigol would have been a high elf, and I'm like, 73 is not that old for a high elf, but if he's a Nord, it makes a lot of sense. I'll find Vigol and keep him safe.
Thank you. Vigol may be an old fool, but he's my old fool. And God damn it, I don't know what I'd do without him. You'll find him in the mine. He can't have gone far. I was giving him an earful just a few minutes ago.
Well, you're a high elf, so you way outlive him when he dies. So how is she going to manage then? What can you tell me about this mine?
It's been abandoned for years. The locals call it Lightless Hollow. Some say it's haunted. Rumors started popping up about awful pale creatures lurking inside. There were attempts to reopen it, but the miners who tried never came back out.
Great, Falma. Tell me more about Vigol.
Besides being a courageous idiot, he's the greatest man I've ever known. He's proud, whip-smart, and surprisingly fit for his age. but he ignores his own limitations far too often. Now that he's getting older, I worry for his health.
Yeah, most old people do that. They get stubborn. But me, I'm gonna be the coolest old person around. So Pickle treats, so Pickle's the dog. Hopefully the dog doesn't die. I don't want the dog to die. But yeah, it's helpful having an animal companion. Got Ren after all.
What is it, Pickle? You smell something, boy. Lightless Hollow is a dangerous place to wander, friend. I've heard rumors of bloodthirsty creatures roaming these tunnels. I fear they might be the ones responsible for a group of missing miners. If you value your life, I advise you to turn back.
Bloodthirsty creatures?
Yes, and that's putting it kindly if the rumors are true. I've heard them called a number of different things. Bogles, clattercoats, snow ghosts. Pale, hunched things with noses like bats and pointed ears. I plan on killing any I see.
Your wife is concerned that it's too dangerous.
You ran into Telline, did you? A good woman. But the older I get, the more she worries. I'll admit I'm not as young as I used to be. But can I not have this one last adventure? I've made my decision. Come along if you like, but don't try to stop me.
I'm coming. I'll join you.
Lovely. Pickle and I are glad to have you, right, boy? I think he's found an odor of interest. He's quite the tracker, you know. Follow that scent, Pickle. Lead on, and we shall endeavor to keep pace. Got something, Pickle? Lead on.
Go, Pickle. We're coming.
What is it, Pickle?
Hang on.
Good boy.
Slow down.
One of the miners. Poor bastard. Sorry we were too late.
A shame.
How strange. A blade made of chitin. How odd. I've never seen anything quite like it. The craftsmanship is unusual, too.
What's odd about a chitin blade?
Aside from the fact that no one uses them? At least no one that I've ever heard of. Harvesting chitin tough enough to use as a weapon is much more complicated than simple forging. It's not easy work, which is why you don't see them around too often.
So what does that tell us?
It's possible these Bogles are intelligent enough to do something other than steal livestock and haunt nightmares. But one blade is hardly enough to go on. This looks like where the miners set up camp. See if you can find anything else of interest.
Will do.
Pickle seems to be onto something. You search the camp while I see what he's onto.
Sure. So the camp's up here. Things my great-grand said.
A bit of machinery. Looks to be of Dwarven make. The mystery deepens.
My great-grand, who lived to 102, always had advice or offered a bit of lore for just about every occasion, every season, and every event in life. Hers or someone else's. Someone lost a leg in battle. She said it was because he wed his wife during the first half of Sundusk. A family made a bad investment and lost a lot of gold. That was because they had 11 cows. Because everyone knows the number 11 is unlucky. 13's unlucky. Some of her other words of wisdom included, a lone mammoth on a hillside means a change is coming. 2 mammoths in the distance indicates that someone has a gift for you. 3 mammoths in a line means an immediate death, not necessarily the viewers, unless perhaps they decide to stand in front of the line. True. Never drink new mead on Maundas. I think my great-grand may have made this one up to make sure her husband and sons sobered up in time for work. If sizzling hawker grease splashes on your face, you will get in a fight within 3 days. If it lands on your hand, a visitor will soon appear. Slaying a bristleback boar when both moons are full leads to bad luck for the rest of the year. My gran would never go hunting, nor would she let her husband and sons hunt if the moons were full. If the shadow of a hawk touches you during the month of Morning Star, it means winter will last longer. A white fox running east in the western hills at sunrise is the harbinger of a coming pestilence. If you do not settle a grievance with a relative or a loved one during the first 7 days of first seed, poor harvest will result. Finding a blue bead on the ground signals that a hagraven has been created. Smashing the blue bead to dust with the rock and throwing the powder into still, not flowing water will grant that hagraven a short life. Interesting. Miner's Journal. Day 2. We set up our base camp as far into the mine as we could. Someone went to a lot of trouble to carve out these passages, but that had to have been many years ago. Fortunately, this portion of the mine is still rich with silver and several other trace materials. You can see huge untapped veins of ore running through the tunnel walls, but this presents us with quite a quandary regarding the fate of the original excavators. If they went to all the trouble and expense of constructing the mine, why did they abandon it before they had exhausted the vast reservoir of ore contained in the deposit? Day 3. Today we finished clearing out one of the collapsed tunnels and broke through into an enormous chamber beyond. I'm no historian, but I swear these are remnants of Dwarven Ruins. There are things set apart from the rock and ore that definitely aren't natural at any rate. Ayesa said she heard scuttling while we were asleep last night. Skeg told her not to worry, there are lots of things that scutter around in tunnels like this. But I've heard things too, and not the usual sounds of spiders. I almost feel like something is stalking us, like we're being watched. Day 4. We never should have come down here. Ayesa and Skeg left hours ago to scout the Dwarven Ruins, and neither have returned. There are pale shapes moving in the shadows and a maddening insect like clicking echoing through the passageways. Am I hallucinating? I'm not sure. I could find my way out of this place if I tried. I seem to be the only one in the camp now, though I didn't see anybody leave. The clicking sounds grew louder. I hear breathing. Earlier I swear I heard a scream in the darkness. It sounded like Ayesa. Something's close by. I think it can smell me. Well, they're all dead. So, I've got to kill this spider.
Did you find something?
A journal from one of the miners. It seems something was hunting them.
Must have been terrible. I can't imagine being stuck down here, afraid that something is lying in wait in the darkness. Was there anything else?
The author mentioned 2 others went to explore Dwarven Ruins and never came back.
Perhaps they still live. Maybe we're not too late after all. That gives us something to go on, at least. Looks like Pickle's got a scent again. Let's follow him. Wait for us, boy!
Lead the way, Pickle.
Well, look at that. I suppose we found our Dwarven Ruins.
That's real pretty. How do we get over there? Oh. How did you get a...
Sorry. I got ahead of myself. Not to worry. Pickle will help you find another way round.
How did you get a grappling bow? How come mine's not working? I know I have one. Oh well. Let's go, Pickle. Pickle looks at you curiously. I have to pet him. Good boy. Aww, so cute. Okay. Can you find Vigo? Get on with it. Let's go, Pickle. Show me another way around. It's weird how we can't grapple. But we get to travel with Pickle. Prefer a dog over a grapple. Yeah, some chores. And the Falmer. Just sneak by them. Oh, there's a miner.
You're not one of those things. I didn't think I'd see another living person down here.
Were you with the mining party?
I was. We were down here to reopen this place after it got abandoned, but we got attacked by these horrible monsters. They overran our camp, dragged the others off. I managed to get away, but gods, it was awful.
Can you describe these monsters?
They were pale and sickly looking, hunched over like old hags with sharp teeth. Had this weird armor too. They killed Trilva. He was my friend. They're going to kill the others too, I just know it. Stop them, please, I beg you.
I'll find the others.
I'm getting out of here. Please, find the others. Save them.
I will. Let's go, Pickle. Good boy. That's so cute. Have you picked up Vigo's trail? Lead on. Oh, it's so cute. Such a good dog. Just run through. Further into these ruins. But yeah, wherever there's Dwarven Ruins, there's Falmer. Some urns. So yeah, what is this place? Some ancient ruins. Yeah, they're Falmer alright. I think I've lost Pickle. Oh no, he's up there. Hey! No one stealths but me. So there's Vigo. Look at this place. Pretty. There's Falmer down there.
You made it! Not that I had any doubt. Pickle's sense of direction is unparalleled. Couldn't ask for a finer adventuring companion. Did you have any trouble along the way?
I found one of the miners. He said the creatures captured his friend.
Then we must mount a rescue. How thrilling! I couldn't have asked for a better send-off. I'll scout an escape route for us to ensure that we have a way out. You track down the miners. We'll meet up and make our dashing getaway.
You scout the route, I'll find the captives.
Excellent! Keep Pickle with you. He's likely to come in handy. Oh, this is shaping up to be a fine last adventure. We're not finished yet, I know, but I'm already in your debt. You've helped grant an old man's last foolhardy wish. Let's finish this!
You're welcome, with that enthusiasm. Let's go, Pickle. Why can't I use mine? So, I guess I jump down. Okay, so I gotta rescue these other miners. We'll jump down again. So this way. Okay, where are they? Ah, here. I mean, you could just jump over these barricades. It's not that hard to escape.
Mankind, please get us out of here. We had to watch as those hideous creatures killed our friends. I can still hear the screams. I just want to go home. How did you even find us down here?
I found another survivor. He told me to look for you.
Oh, that must have been Skeg. Thank the gods he's still alive. Those monsters are everywhere. How are we going to get out?
My friend went to find an exit. Let's go.
Lead on. We'll do our best to keep up.
Yeah, try to keep up. Pickle will help. Let's go, Pickle. That was weird.
Quickly, up here!
Coming.
Excellent work, my friend. And Pickle, of course. Come, we must not waste time. I found another way out of here.
Yep, couldn't have done it without Pickle. What's the plan?
The passage beyond this door is the most direct route back to the camp. Though, there is one small problem. Unfortunately, once I passed through it, a switch was set off, and it locked behind me.
So what do we do?
I've a bit of experience with dwarven mechanisms, actually. There's a trick to releasing them from the ledge above the door. My grappling device should get me up there. And remind me to tell you how I discovered it sometime. Oh, it's a fine story.
Probably found it in an old dragon guard sanctuary. What happens after you get up on the ledge?
When I give the word, you throw the door lever, while I tug on the counterweight. The door should open with no trouble. I'll need to keep a solid grip on the counterweight to keep it from closing on you.
If the door closes, how will you escape?
You let me worry about that, friend. Just get everyone else out safely. Now, if you're ready, let's get a move on. The culmination of my final adventure awaits.
Okay, I just hope you can get out. 'Cause your wife won't be happy.
Okay, shouldn't be but a moment. Just need to find the proper... There it is. Ugh. Bit more. Wait, something's coming. Go, get to safety. I'll draw them away.
I don't want to leave you. Hopefully he survives. Will I tell his wife otherwise? Okay, so now where am I? Gotta go up that way. But what's this other way? Hang on, I want to see what's up here. It's probably nothing, but it's worth exploring everywhere. Dead end? Now another doorway. I don't think this is the way, though. Maybe it is? No, it's not. But while I'm here... What is this room? So yeah, we'll go back in, go the proper way. Can always explore this bit later. Let's go, people! Get you to safety. But yeah, I hope Vigel's alright. He doesn't deserve to die. But even if he does, it's a last adventure for him. So Vigel's camp's this way. It's very far. While I'm here, I'll get this guy's shard. Oh, it's up there. Okay, I'll come back for that. So his camp's all the way over here. Oh. Come on, Pickle. Let's go.
You made it. But wait. Where is my husband?
I don't know.
Your friend. Do you think he made it out?
I hope so.
Where's Vigil? What's become of my husband?
He stayed behind to distract the creatures.
He what? How could you let him do that? How could you leave him behind? He could have... Oh, Vigil, my love. No, please no. I can't bear this world without you by my side. Why did he have to go and do such a thing?
It was his wish. He did what he set out to do.
I suppose you're right. He truly was a great hero. Perhaps it was a fitting end for him. Thank you for going into that dark place at his side. It comforts me to know that he wasn't alone down there.
Well, he wasn't alone anyway. He had Pickle, and now you have Pickle as yours.
Don't plan the funeral just yet, love.
Vigil, is it really you?
Who else? Ah, what a finale that was.
I'm glad he's alive.
Sorry if I gave you a bit of a scare. That was closer than I'm proud to admit. But it all worked out, didn't it? This has been a memorable conclusion to a long and storied career. Thank you for your fellowship. And your indulgence.
I'm glad I could help. How did you escape from those creatures?
Escape? Bah! I drove them off, killed as many as I could. But I had to run when I got the opportunity. It's not exactly a comfort to know the myths of pale beasts that steal babes and slaughter livestock are real. But it felt good to gut some.
What are they?
Not sure I really want to know. Anyway, thanks for looking after Pickle. The way he's looking at you, oh, I don't know that he's ever looked at me that fondly. I think you've made a friend for life. And you've certainly found one in me as well.
I have a way with pets. Was the adventure everything you hoped for?
I used my wits, my faithful dog, and my grappling hook to rescue those who needed rescuing, and made it back in one piece. Best of all, I made a new friend. It was everything I hoped for and more. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you.
Now, I take on the most challenging adventure of all. Marriage. Full time. I got damn lucky with Telline. She's better to me than I deserve. I'm going to spend the rest of my life making it up to her.
So what's next for you and Telline?
My friend, I will always be the king of my castle, but from now on, I think I'll let Telline make all the decisions. I'm happy just to be with her. Wherever she takes me, I'll gladly go.
Well, I wish you two luck then.
Thank you for assisting my fool husband. I hope he's ready for warmer weather, because I plan to drag his sorry ass to Somerset and keep him there permanently.
Somerset?
Yes, it's relaxing. Somewhere we could build a home. I'd show him the beaches, warm waters, and...
Something wrong?
He'd be so bored there. Maybe we'll travel instead. See all of Tamriel while he's still healthy. It will be an adventure for him, but a safe one. Thanks again for bringing him home.
And an adventure for you. I think that'd be fitting.
Heard you wiped out that goblin tribe in Fungal Grotto. Maybe I can go visit the place now.
We are in your debt, stranger. Thanks to you, we can return to our hearths and huts.
Glad to help.
Thank you again for what you did. We'll never forget the courage you and Vigo displayed. We are in your debt.
No problem. So where's Pickle? Oh, Pickle's still following me. Good boy. So yeah, we got to help an old Nord hero do one last adventure. That was fun. We got to pet Pickle and have him help us. It's a good quest. So we'll continue this on in the next one. I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.